Morning, all. All right, let us preview tonight's games. We have 15 games tonight in the National Hockey League, and tomorrow I'm just going to be the dude. I'm just going to chill out because there's no hockey tomorrow. So, 15 games tonight, three of them starting at 4 o'clock Pacific, 7 o'clock Eastern, and then there's six starting a half an hour later, one a half an hour later, one a half an hour later, and we've got four late games. So, it's going to be busy throughout. Starting at 7 Eastern, 4 Pacific, the Minnesota Wild and the Buffalo Sabres. Minnesota's 13-4-4 on the season. Buffalo's 11-9-1. This is the first of two meetings. They'll meet again in Minnesota on March the 22nd. For Minnesota, Marco Rossi, 6 goals, 11 assists, 17 points. He's been good lately. Middleton, still putting up points. 4 goals, 8 assists, 12 points. Crazy. The amount of points Middleton's put up already. Alex Tuck, 7 goals, 14 assists, 21 points. He's back to point per game form. And Darlene's close at 6 goals, 13 assists, 19 points. Over their last 10, Minnesota's 5-3-2. They lost their last one in regulation against Winnipeg. Buffalo's 7-3. They won 3 in a row. They swept California. So they've got to be feeling pretty good. This could be an interesting one. 7 Eastern, 4 Pacific start between St. Louis and New Jersey. This is the first of two meetings as well. They'll meet again in St. Louis on December 17th. St. Louis is 10-12-1 on the season. The Devils are 15-7-2. Jordan Kyrou on the St. Louis side, 7 goals, 12 assists, 19 points for him. Suter, 1 goal, 4 assists, 5 points for the veteran so far on the blue line in St. Louis. On the New Jersey side, Hischier, a hat trick for him in the last game, 13 goals, 11 assists, 24 points this season. Dougie Hamilton just keeps putting up points, 3 goals, 14 assists, 17 points. It's like he wants to be on Team Canada or something. Over their last 10, St. Louis 3-6-1 with a win in their last game out. That, of course, was in New York against the Rangers. New Jersey's 8-2 in their last 10, and they've won 3 in a row. 7 Eastern, 4 Pacific. The aforementioned Rangers are in against the Carolina Hurricanes. This is the first of 4 meetings. They'll meet again December 22nd, January 28th, and April the 12th. On the Rangers side, they're 12-7-1 on the season. The Canes are 15-5-1. Will Cooley, 9 goals, 8 assists, 17 points for Cooley so far this season. Fox has 17 assists, 17 assists, and that's his points. No goals yet for Adam Fox. We're still waiting on that first goal. On the Carolina side, Sebastian Aho, 7 goals, 16 assists, 23 points for him. He's starting to pick up the points, so maybe we'll see him racking them up like Natchez has been. Goss Despair has been fantastic so far this season for Carolina. 5 goals, 11 assists, 16 points. Over their last 10, the Rangers are 5-5. They've lost 3 in a row. Carolina's 6-3-1. They're coming off of a nice comeback victory against the Dallas Stars. 7:30 Eastern, 4:30 Pacific start between Calgary and Detroit. So this is the first of two meetings. They'll meet again in Calgary on February the 1st. Calgary's 12-7-3 on the season. Detroit is 9-10-2, looking to even their record and get to NHL 500. On the Calgary side, Huberdeau, 7 goals, 5 assists, 12 points for him. He had a goal in their last game, so maybe he's going to start getting it going. Rasmus Anderson, 5 goals, 8 assists, 13 points. On the Detroit side, DeBrincat, 8 goals, 9 assists, 17 points for him. DeBrincat, and again, for Detroit, they're looking to get on a roll. If DeBrincat could get on a roll, that would definitely help. Moritz Seider, 2 goals, 10 assists, 12 points for Seider. The Capitals and the Lightning starts 7:30 Eastern, 4:30 Pacific as well. The Capitals are 14-6-1. Tampa Bay is 11-7-2. Tampa Bay won the first meeting on October 26th by a score of 3-0. These teams meet again for a third and final time on March the 1st. On the Washington side, Strome, 6 goals, 23 assists, 29 points. Excellent season for him. Jacob Chikrin's been coming on lately, 6 goals, 5 assists, 11 points. On the Tampa Bay side, Hagel could get a 100-point season this year. 9 goals, 17 assists, 26 points. It could happen. Victor Hedman right around a point per game at 4 goals, 14 assists, 18 points. Over their last 10, the Capitals are 6-3-1, but they did win their last game. Tampa Bay's 4-4-2. They won their last game in style with an 8-2 victory over Colorado. 7:30 Eastern, 4:30 Pacific start between Toronto and Florida. This is the first of 4 meetings. They'll meet again March 13th, April the 2nd, and April the 8th. Toronto's 13-6-2, looking to get Matthews back in the lineup. I haven't seen for sure Matthews is playing. I think he will. For Florida, they're 12-9-1 on the season, and they need to start getting things going in the right direction again. On the Toronto side, Mitch Marner, 8 goals, 20 assists, 28 points. It will be interesting to see how he's deployed when Matthews comes back, because Marner's been fantastic in his absence. Oliver Ekman-Larsson in his first game back. This will be his first game back in Florida since being signed by Toronto. We'll see if he gets a goal against his former team. He has a goal and 7 assists, 8 points so far this year in Toronto. On the Florida side, Lundell's been quieter recently. 7 goals, 9 assists, 16 points. Mikkola, 1 goal, 9 assists, 10 points on the blue line. Toronto's 7-2-1 in their last 10. They've won 4 in a row. They are currently first in the division. For Florida, they're 4-6. They've lost 4 in a row. So 4-6 over their last 10 and 4 straight losses in regulation. It's kind of an ugly picture right now for Florida. 7:30 Eastern, 4:30 Pacific start between the Boston Bruins and the New York Islanders. This is the first of 3 meetings. They'll meet again January 5th and February 27th. Boston's 10-10-3 on the season. The Islanders are 8-9-5. On the Boston side, Pastrnak, 8 goals, 11 assists, 19 points. Boston, of course, shut out last night, so the scoring numbers don't change for them. Lowry, 1 goal, 7 assists, 8 points. They need to score, and they're against a team that's kind of stingy defensively. In the Islanders, Anders Lee, 8 goals, 6 assists, 14 points for Lee. Dobson not putting up the points like he did last year. 1 goal, 8 assists, 9 points for him so far this year. Boston's 4-4-2 in their last 10. They lost their last game last night in regulation. And for the Islanders, they're 4-3-3 in their last 10. They lost their last game against Detroit. They don't have to see Detroit again. They lost 3 against Detroit this year. So what's interesting going back to Detroit for a moment here is they got 2 wins over Nashville, 3 wins over the Islanders. When they have a team's number, they seem to be pretty consistently good at that. 7:30 Eastern, 4:30 Pacific start between the Montreal Canadiens and the Columbus Blue Jackets. Montreal 7-11-3 on the season. Columbus 9-9-2. On November 16th, Montreal won this matchup 5-1. These teams meet for one final time, December 23rd. Nick Suzuki, 7 goals, 12 assists, 19 points, was prominent last night. Couldn't get the puck in the net. Maybe he does tonight. Matheson, a goal with 12 assists for 13 points. Montreal 3-5-2 in their last 10, and they lost in overtime last night against Utah. Columbus, Marchenko, 8 goals, 12 assists, 20 points. Has been fantastic recently. Werenski, he should be getting into the Norris conversation at this stage. 6 goals, 14 assists, 20 points for him. And over their last 10, Columbus is 4-5-1, but they've won their last 3 in a row. 7:30 Eastern, 4:30 Pacific start between the Vancouver Canucks and the Pittsburgh Penguins. October 26th in Vancouver, the Canucks won this matchup 4-3. Vancouver's 11-6-3 on the season. The Pittsburgh Penguins are 7-12-4. DeBrusk, 6 goals, 8 assists, 14 points, has been red hot lately for Vancouver. Quinn Hughes, 4 goals, 16 assists, 20 points, so right at a point per game right now. Vancouver's 6-4 in their last 10. They've won 2 in a row. On the Pittsburgh side, Crosby, 8 goals, 13 assists, 21 points. Carlson, 2 goals, 10 assists for 12 points. And Pittsburgh's 2-5-3 over their last 10. They've lost 2 in a row in regulation. 8 Eastern, 5 Pacific start between Philadelphia and the Nashville Predators. I'm wearing Nashville because why not? So these teams will meet again on March the 31st in Philadelphia. The Flyers are 9-10-3 this season. Nashville's 7-12-3. On the Flyers side, Konechny, 11 goals, 15 assists, 26 points. He's having a remarkable run right now. Sanheim, 5 goals, 8 assists, 13 points on the blue line. Philadelphia's 5-3-2 in their last 10. They lost their last game in extra time against Vegas, but there's no shame in that, even though they did have a big lead in that game at one point. On the Nashville side, O'Reilly, 3 goals, 9 assists, 12 points for Ryan O'Reilly. They probably want a little more offense from him, but there's a lot more offense they want to get from a lot of players at this stage. Although Yossi's points totals have come up, 4 goals, 13 assists, 17 points for him. Over their last 10, Nashville's 3-5-2. They did lose their last game that they played. 8:30 Eastern, 5:30 Pacific start between Dallas and Chicago. This is their third meeting already. Dallas is 13-7. Chicago's 7-12-2. Dallas won the first 2 meetings on October 26th by a score of 4-2. On November 7th by a score of 3-1. These teams meet again December the 29th. So they're going to know each other really well before the new year. Matt Duchene, 11 goals, 14 assists, 25 points for him. So he's on pace for 100 points. I don't think he gets to 100 points, but if he can stay above a point per game, that's a fantastic year for Duchene. Harley, 2 goals, 8 assists, 10 points. We'll see if he starts racking up the goals now that number 2's gone in the net. For Dallas, they're 6-4 in their last 10. They're coming off that blown lead against the Carolina Hurricanes the other night. On the Chicago side, Bedard, 3 goals, 12 assists, and it's been much publicized about his goal scoring struggles. All right, thought I had to sneeze, pause the video, and then I didn't. All right, Connor Murphy on the blue line, 8 assists for him. He's due for a goal. Chicago's 4-5-1 in their last 10. They lost their last game in extra time, so we'll see if they can get a win against Dallas. It is difficult to beat a team 4 times in a year, so I would not be surprised to see one of these 2 games, either tonight or on December 29th, end up going Chicago's way. 10 Eastern, 7 Pacific as we get into the late starts. The Vegas Golden Knights in Colorado against the Avalanche. This game again, 10 Eastern, 7 Pacific. Vegas 14-6-2 on the season. Colorado's 12-10. On October 9th, Vegas won this matchup 8-4 in what was a very crazy game. April the 8th, these teams meet again. I would not be surprised to see a very high-scoring game between these 2 teams. Dorofeev, 11 goals, 3 assists, 14 points for him so far this year. Pietrangelo, 2 goals, 12 assists, 14 points for the veteran blue liner. Vegas is 6-3-1 in their last 10. They've won 3 in a row. On the Colorado side, Nichushkin, since returning, has been pretty good. 5 games, 1 goal, 3 assists, 4 points. Gerard, 2 goals, 10 assists, 12 points on the blue line. Colorado's 7-3 in their last 10, and they got blown out by Tampa. Usually when a team gets blown out like that, they will come back and win the next game. That's usually been the case. I did research on that years ago and found that, yeah, if a team gets blown out badly, usually they will rebound the next game. Pride counts for something. 10 Eastern, 7 Pacific start between the Anaheim Ducks and the Seattle Kraken. This is the second of 3 meetings. They met of course, a couple nights ago. Seattle won in Anaheim 3-2, so Anaheim's trying to return the favor tonight. The third and final meeting will be on January 28th. Anaheim's 8-9-3 on the season. Seattle's 11-10-1, looking to get 2 games above 500. We'll see if they can do it tonight. Cutter Gauthier, 2 goals, 6 assists, 8 points for Cutter. Zellweger, 4 goals, 6 assists, 10 points for him. A lot of good young players in the Anaheim lineup, but you're going to have struggles with so many young players as well. Anaheim's 4-5-1 in their last 10, and they lost their last game, again, against Seattle. Seattle, Jared McCann, 9 goals, 13 assists, 22 points, right back to being a point-per-game player for them. Montour has been fantastic for them so far, 7 goals, 8 assists, 15 points. Seattle 6-4 in their last 10, and again, that was their most recent game being a win against Anaheim. 10 Eastern, 7 Pacific start between the Winnipeg Jets and the LA Kings. This is the first of 3 meetings. They'll meet again January 10th and April the 1st. On the Winnipeg side, they're 18-4. That's a good record. LA's 11-8-3, which isn't a bad record, but they're coming off that embarrassing loss against San Jose. Kyle Connor, 13 goals, 14 assists, 27 points for him this season. Having a fantastic year. So's Josh Morrissey on the blue line, to be honest. 2 goals, 18 assists, 20 points. Winnipeg 7-3 in their last 10, and they won their last game in Minnesota, so they should feel pretty good going into this one. LA, Anze Kopitar, 6 goals, 19 assists, 25 points. No surprise to see him leading the team in scoring. Brent Clark, 3 goals, 11 assists, 14 points for Clark. He's been quite good. And so when Doughty comes back, as long as they're above that playoff line or close to it, we could see the Kings go on a bit of a run. LA 5-5 in their last 10. They did lose their last game. Again, that was against San Jose. And what I said about Colorado also goes for LA. Teams usually bounce back after an embarrassing loss like that. So Winnipeg's going to have to be careful tonight. 10:30 Eastern, 7:30 Pacific, because you've got to have a 7:30 start when you got this many games. The Ottawa Senators and the San Jose Sharks. Ottawa is 9-11-1 this season. San Jose is 7-12-5. But at home, they have a pretty good record. So this is the first of 2 meetings. They'll meet again in Ottawa on March the 1st. The Sens, Batherson, 9 goals, 13 assists, 22 points for him. Sanderson, 1 goal, 13 assists, 14 points. He's also still a minus 12, but it means he hasn't improved his plus-minus, but hasn't got any worse either since the last time I looked at it. 3-6-1 is the record for Ottawa over their last 10. They did win their last game over Calgary. We'll see if they can start getting something going in the right direction, because we're almost done November, and it certainly looks like they've done their whole, swan song in November again. On the San Jose side, Celebrini is really starting to build a lot of attention, and I'm starting to see posts about, maybe it doesn't matter how many games he's missed. He does look like he's the best rookie. 12 games, 6 goals, 4 assists, 10 points. And he works hard, good forechecker. Honestly, Celebrini's a very good, well-rounded player. Wallman, 2 goals, 12 assists, 14 points. He's been very productive on the blue line when in the lineup. San Jose's 3-4-3 in their last 10, and they're coming off that big emotional win over the Los Angeles Kings. And remember, San Jose's much better at home than they are on the road. So let me know your thoughts in the comment section below, as always, including your winners. Thursday, I don't have anything to tell you about Thursday, so I don't need to do timestamps today because there's just the one day of games. But don't forget to hit like and subscribe in the event you may not have done so already. Thank you guys so much for all your support as always. I will talk to you again soon.